Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and this is a recent Anonymous. Hi, Ollie. You just made a video called and about the deviant. I wanted to tell you another story about my narc ex. I have been years in therapy, and what you said about the longer you stay no contact, the clearer things become to understand the truth. My stories are hard and they make me feel shamed. I was in situations, but I realize the abusers put their shame on us. I think the stories help others see the light and heal too. When I started dating my ex, we met in September. And within a few weeks, we were running around and going to all kinds of business Christmas parties, 8 total. I was exhausted. I even cried at the 8th because it was too much. I felt like the belle of the ball. Everything was fun and new, and everyone was so happy my ex found a girl. All my ex's friends were mostly coupled up. We were set up on a blind date. I think my coworker, female, who set us up was a narc and didn't really want me to get a truly good guy. She kept pushing me to give him chances. After 6 weeks, I wanted to break up because he had not smiled. Then I made him laugh and thought it got better. At my ex's business party, at one point, everyone was dancing and the men started to dance by themselves, and then my ex started acting like he was having sex with his boss. He got behind his boss and started thrusting. His boss joked it off. It was what I call man-on-man dancing. Yeah, dude. I was happy he was a good dancer, but I thought that it was not appropriate for a business event. Everyone laughed. Let me tell you something, because this is the type of shit that used to drive me fucking crazy at Macy's too. These fucking the debauchery that goes on at company parties, okay, and company meetings and anywhere that there's alcohol involved. I never wanted any part of it, and I never took any part of it, to the point where I used to get yelled at by my VPs, like, why are you leaving? Why? I'm like, because I don't want to be a part of this. And every year after I left, okay, some fucking idiot would take it too far, get themselves thrown out, and end up getting themselves fired every year. And not that I thought that would ever happen to me. I just didn't want to be around it. I don't want to be the one that has to fucking answer questions about your debauchery. I don't want to put myself in a position where, you know, if you tell the truth, you're stabbing this guy in the back, or you're stabbing so-and-so in the back, or that's not political, or that. I'm not. And I would tell them, you want to know why when this shit goes down? I'm not ever answering any questions, because I remove myself from the situation before anything bad goes down. Then at my business party, my ex started the same with a coworker, Chris, and the guy played back. I said, I don't want you dancing like that at my work parties. He got mad at me and said it was a joke. It's always the gay shit. I told you in the first video that he's probably has some sexuality issues, without a doubt. The coworker guy, Chris, was married and used to sexually harass women, men, and joke about the gay clients. He was a project manager. He'd say all the time he thought a coworker, Bart, was probably soft and wanted to get with him. He later was sued for sexual harassment from a big company and had to pay personally $20,000. The company had to pay the girl too. She left the job. He didn't lose his job. I don't get that. Probably because if he's some kind of manager and they're usually under contract, and these guys get, what you find out is the Weinstein clause, which ultimately is probably going to save Harvey Weinstein in the end, because not from anything legal, okay, but as far as his company goes and him getting fired from his company, he was under contract. It was in his contract that all he had to do was pay any sexual harassment that pay the fine for whatever sexual harassment caused the company overall, and he was fine. It was in his contract. So how you could fire him for it now? That's the type of shit that goes on in places like this. My ex also did this at a couple weddings and went too far with people we didn't know well. I worked with their spouses. I think because I am sensitive and an empath, I have always noticed things around me. Back to my ex. My ex does design work, and was working on Disney projects. I was told that Disney has a lot of gays and gay culture by several people that worked with them. They only want to hire gays. They even put sexual symbols in their movies and graphics, which I have seen. Yeah, they do. They also have been accused of being or having pedophiles. Another story. On the Disney Channel, absolutely. Absolutely. Disney Channel, their producers, their directors, you know, they're right in the middle of this, you know, not even sexually harassing, you know, molesting children. Molesting children. So it would figure after the first story you sent me that this guy constantly wants to be around children. After we married, he said he got invited to a dinner at two gay guys' place on Long Beach on a Wednesday night. I asked to go and he said no. He worked with them. It was not a big deal. More of a business dinner. Right. I said I'd like to meet them and make friends. He said no. Then when he came home, he said one guy said if he wanted to turn, he would turn him gay. Dude, this guy is so gay. This guy is so gay. Jesus. I said, why don't you let me come? Why don't they want to meet your wife? He said it's not a big deal. He's trying to triangulate you with gay guys. The borderline male will triangulate you with gay people, with gay guys. I thought that was really weird, and he went 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, same day, same time. The area of Long Beach was a very gay neighborhood. I lived in for years while going to school with gay bars and such too. I have gay friends, but they only want to hang with their gay friends on the weeknights and weekends mostly. Also, I saw a Law and Order episode a couple years ago where some black men were having poker night Wednesdays. Oh, I know that episode. And they're all gay, they're all on the down low, and then they're all giving each other AIDS. Like one of them has AIDS at the end. Yeah. And each took a turn on one guy of the week. This made me wonder. The stories are taken from the headlines, right? Wednesday night. Yeah, a lot of them are. Like Law and Order, they do pull from the headlines or reality. A lot of Law and Order, okay, is narcissistic sexual projection. That's exactly. You look at Law and Order, because what Law and Order does is they take supposedly quote unquote from the headlines and then make it in the story. But what they do, and this is where it gets a little political, is if it's usually a Democrat with these stories or somebody from the left with the stories, and Law and Order to a T changes it around so it's always somebody conservative or on the right who's the sexual predator, when in reality, in real life, the story they're stealing it from is somebody on the left. It's narcissistic projection. Later, a friend of ours had left Disney and they were going and had a going away party for her. It was very creative. People made really cool gifts for her. Then my ex wore with 5 other guys gold lame dresses and makeup like women and did some dance routines in front of the group. And you're questioning if this guy is gay or not? This was 2002. I thought it was supposed to be a joke, but it was disturbing. Right? How many gay jokes can one guy make before you start questioning him? Like he'd do anything to make the gays happy. Some of the gay guys shot me an odd look. He must have smeared me to them. My ex's mother loves plays and musicals and would go all the time. Well, that figures where the son husbanding came from. He liked shows too. He likes to act and do some comedy characters. I like to do that too, but am I making any connections? He also had an uncle that died of AIDS. My exes wanted a sofa with floral prints and ruffles. We had a 1954 post-war home. We both are designers. I wanted something cleaner, more architectural for the small house. Another ongoing argument. My exes had pink wedding planner book and controlled all the money. Dude, come on, man. Come on. You're married to... I guarantee you, if you asked people, is this dude gay? Everybody would be like, yeah. Like, we don't know how you didn't see it, but this guy's gay as fuck. He's gay as fuck. A pink planner? The caterer said that was a first for her. He picked out the dishes and controlled every decision within the home. It was stifling. He loved to chronically shop every weekend. Oh my Lord. I mean, what's next? Are you slapping dicks out of his mouth and he's still questioning? Like, how do you question this at this point? I cooked and cleaned and gave him too much money. He used the money to take trips with his dad and brother to training, spring camps, etc. He never wanted to vacation with me alone, and it was a battle to get him to go to the cabin for 2 days. He'd jump if his friends wanted to go somewhere. I think part of this was the withholding abuse of not giving me what I wanted. No, he was just gay. You're an icky girl, but you were just this beard. I didn't realize until it was too late he would never let me access the family savings. I paid for everything and was broke after our divorce and lost everything. He was mean and hateful. Jeez, just like a woman would be, huh? Or bitter gays. Or bitter gays. And again, this isn't a problem. This isn't all gays. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being gay. What I'm saying is the borderline male on the down low. There's your problem. There's your problem. He loved his mother. She was a saint to him. He'd always triangulate other women were better than me and how no one thinks I'm nice, etc. He even argues like a gay guy. I mean, everything about him is gay. I think he raged and smeared on me so much in the divorce to isolate me so no one would listen to me. And he could tell everyone his lies. It was painful, and he ruined my professional reputation. He even tried to use my work as his to take my identity. Also, he tried to steal my friends away, too. I mean, I don't know how this doesn't, like, scream of gay. Of drama gay, no less. So what do you think? Does any of this sound gay to you? All of it sounds fucking extremely gay. He even said a girl he dated thought he was gay. Do you think he cheated on? I do think he cheated on me a lot. He'd disappear on Saturdays and stay out late during the week a lot and come home with booze breath and sometimes glitter. I don't mean to laugh, but come on. Come on. He spent a lot of time with an ex-coworker Christmas shopping with her and not me, carrying her upstairs when he had knee surgery, etc. He said, she is like a hot lips Houlihan, all the guys want her. He deep kissed her when he left that office in front of me and the whole office at his going away party. What's that phrase? Hindsight is 20/20. Thank you. Yeah, just because he's gay doesn't mean gays don't like to kiss women or grab tits and ass. They totally do. He just don't want to grab yours because he knew you actually wanted to have sex with him. I don't mean to laugh at this, but I mean, it's just so obvious. I mean, you were married to a borderline gay dude, and I'm sure everyone else from the outside could see it but you. Everyone else could probably see it but you. And I know that's frustrating, but it just explains so much of his behavior around the kids, okay? His hatred of you, his hatred of women. Going at, dude, this guy is gay. He's absolutely gay, without a doubt, from what you're telling me. So, you know, this is how the down low borderline lives their life, okay? And it's not very hard to spot. Everyone else probably can see it but you. And hindsight usually is 20/20. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for another contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it growing, expanding, and surviving, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.